Hi all, thanks very much for joining me. Today I wanted to speak about appointed representative governance and oversight, given the current market and the FCA's views on it. The FCA, for its business plan of 2023 to 2024, outlined that it wanted to make improvements and a commitment to making improvements to the appointed representative regime, having found a number of deficiencies throughout its review over the preceding years. Since then, we've seen the introduction of the FCA's new rules and guidance, which was released in December last year, and we've also subsequently seen a decline in the number of principal firms operating in the space, which can be somewhat correlated back to those rule changes and the change in FCA's appetite to the oversight and governance of the appointed representatives. So what does this mean for principal firms? The FCA is actively monitoring and overseeing principal firms to ensure they have proper oversight and management of their appointed representatives. Now that can be from an onboarding perspective, when you bring on a new appointed representative and bring them to market, as well as then on an ongoing basis in terms of the oversight and monitoring of the appointed representatives, and I'll come on to that in a second. The FCA's commitment is becoming more data-driven. I think that's seen with the establishment of a new AR division and department at the FCA, which has also very recently released a paper on how it's going to use data in order to effectively oversee principal firms who are subsequently overseeing their appointed representatives. Negative recorded outcomes of things like complaints and financial promotions will be a major driver in all of those aspects, and something really principal firms need to think about and focus on, as well as ensuring the rule changes as of December last year are appropriately implemented and overseen, but also factoring in changes such as consumer duty, for example, to those that it's applicable to. So how can we help and support? We're able to provide both AR oversight and monitoring and AR onboarding support for principal firms, and we can do this in various different ways. If we looked at the AR onboarding side of things, we'll be looking at undertaking due diligence on both the business itself, as well as then the individuals and the ultimate beneficial owners. We'll also work to ensure that the firm has the appropriate policies and procedures in place in order to demonstrate that it can trade effectively under the principal firm. From an ongoing perspective and oversight and monitoring side of things, we'd be looking at aspects such as auditing, so we can carry this out on a periodic basis or even a more frequent basis, something like a monthly audit. We then provide you with an audit report on the findings, typically on a RAG type structure. We'll also review MI, and we also help develop tools to be able to oversee MI and have that reported on an ongoing basis. We'll also support with reviewing complaints and financial promotions data before either they are reported or they are published. We'll also support with a number of other aspects in relation to policies and procedures and just ongoing ad hoc compliance support for those appointed representatives. We are able to provide a lot of other services in relation to this, and for full details, you can go to our website where we have a dedicated page for this specifically. Thank you very much.